So recently we had this Equifax report, and in that report they're like, the average individual has around 20K in consumer debt. This is excluding home mortgages. We are looking at a year-over-year increase of 1.5%, and this is the first time we've had a year-over-year increase since 2019. So a lot of people are spending lots of money and going into debt for it. Now with all of these recession talks and potential economic downturn, one of the best things to do with your money is to actually start saving it. And today we're going to be talking about another great idea to start saving your money, which is to start making coffee at home. Yes. And I know it sounds like a really small change to make, and that's why we need to start talking about it. So we're going to be talking about the actual impact in numbers this can have on your wallet. So I love coffee, and millions of people do love coffee. A lot of us need it in the morning to get us going, and we're going to be using the smallest size for reference. Okay, so this is Canadian prices, by the way. Starbucks tall coffee, $2.85. Tim Hortons small, $1.59. Coffee Culture small, $2.29. Second cup smaller, $2.20. Now the average cost of all of these coffees is $2.23. Oh my god. Okay, now most people they buy a coffee for the work week, and assuming that they have 2 weeks off, we're going to be considering like a 50-week as our time frame. So we're only going to be talking about the times people go to work, and most people do buy coffee every single day. I go into the office and I do actually have a corporate job, so I do know that most people do buy coffee almost every single day, even though there's free coffee, just because it tastes better. Okay, you are looking at $557. Now it doesn't sound like a whole lot, but just for coffee, that's the yearly cost. Now to make coffee at home, how much would it cost you? Now I use a French press, so I don't even have a machine, but most people do have a coffee machine, and they have coffee filters and stuff like that. We're going to be using a coffee filter as one of the costs. We're going to be using coffee as one of the costs, and we're going to be calculating it out. According to some data I found, you need 10 grams of coffee for 1 cup. So we're going to be using that as measurement. Now we're going to be looking at Tim Hortons. Okay, I love Tim Hortons coffee. A Tim Hortons big packet of coffee costs you $18.97. It costs 0.20 cents for 10 grams. So your one coffee, if you have Tim Hortons, like a really good brand, okay, we ain't talk like it's not the best, it costs you 20 cents to make 1 cup. A coffee filter is 1 cent. The total cost of your coffee is 21 cents. Okay, 21 cents. Now this is premium coffee. Let's talk about the cheaper end. Okay, the cheaper end, let's talk about the generic brands. So I found a generic brand. It's the Walmart Great Value Classic Roast. Okay, so very generic. It costs you 10 cents per 10 gram. So your one cup of coffee will be 10 cents. At a coffee filter, that's 11 cents for your 1 coffee. That will cost you $25 a year. So in theory, if you just drink that generic coffee brand, okay, for a year, you will actually be saving $532 per year on coffee. And that in future money, if you put in the S&P 500 for 55 years at a 7% average, which is an average return rate, you will expect to make $300K in future money. Now let's talk about the Tim Hortons premium brand. You know, if I start making that coffee at home every single day of the work week, we are saving $507. Now, even if you put $507 in S&P 500 for 55 years at a 7% average return rate, you are looking at almost $300K in future money, similarly to the generic brand. The goal of this video and what I'm trying to convey here is every dollar you save accounts for so much money in the future. It's really important to budget your money and definitely not to go into debt for it, which is exactly what's happening right now. And especially with all of these talks of a recession, economic downturn, you see muscling of people here. They're talking about just so much bad potential things that can happen. It's really, really important to start saving your money. That's one of the best things to do with your money when there's even talks of recession. That's the best way you will get out of this recession period. And making small changes can have such an important impact and a really good impact on your future and your present. Definitely going into debt. If you're in debt, these small ways can really, really help save some money. Now, I also want to add for this coffee example, you might need a coffee machine or something like that, but they're super, super cheap. Like, you're definitely going to be saving tons of money by just drinking your coffee at home. And somebody like me that drinks multiple cups a day, making coffee at home really, really helps. Especially it reduces all of the time to go to a coffee shop, order, pick it up, come back. It just reduces all that hassle. You just make it at home and it's piping hot. And you can make it however you want. I mix and match, man. I use a medium and a dark roast sometimes. Sometimes I use a light roast and a dark roast. Just change it up. You can make whatever works for you. We try different flavors. You can try adding different types of milks to it as well if you drink, like, you know, coffee with some milk. Or some creamers. Like the amount of variation you can do, any variation you do, it will be still a lot cheaper just making it at home. And these are really, really small and easy ways to start saving your money. And I just want to start talking about having a budget, know where your money is spent, just understanding the importance of compounding interest. Every dollar you make, every dollar that you start to invest in the future, it will work and grow so much for you. And these small ways can also help you get out of debt, man. Any dollar you save and start paying off your debt, very, very important and very motivating. So I hope this video gave you some insight and I hope you liked it. Please do provide your feedback. I would love to hear it, and hope and have yourself an amazing day. Bye.